podcast. This is my podcast. It's called the Speakeasy Comedy Podcast. Okay, hello, and welcome to the Speakeasy Comedy Podcast. This is episode number 2 or 3, and today we have our very special, very wonderful guest, Mr. Joel Timms.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good. You know, just trying to keep it together.
Yeah?
Trying not to riot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you for not just having that mob mentality and just going out there. And
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, but...
Joel Timms, you guys.
Right up my alley. Like,
Well-
I don't even, like, are we recording?
This is recording.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're recording. And what do you think of my set?
This is pretty good.
It's nice?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty busy. There's a lot going on in the background. But, you know, I kind of had, Between Two Ferns in mind.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like the ferns are between us.
Mm.
And it's not a fern, it's an aloe vera
With
plant.
all of the wigs and stuff behind us, it kind of reminds me of your mom's house.
Yeah.
Because they just have, like, random things in the background.
DJ Dadmouth. Or the dog face.
The dog face, yeah, all that.
Yeah, well, good news, Joel. We are going to be putting on one of those wigs in one of our segments that I like to call Wigging Out.
Wigging out.
You know, you don't always have to act civilized on the Speakeasy Comedy Podcast. And some people might not like that, but we don't want them watching anyways. Okay? We want you to be able to be yourself and just go bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually Tom Segura, everyone knows that his mother is Peruvian.
Yeah.
And that he's like fluent Spanish speaking. So yeah, he just looks like this sort of, white guy who walks around just like making fun of, he's like, oh, spick this and blah,
oh, yeah.
and people are like, oh, well, I never. He's like, yeah, well, I'm half Latin.
Yeah, so like my wife is Latin and then my kids are.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I'm born and raised in Canada, but I speak fluent Spanish. I'm super into Latin culture, like the food, the music, everything. Like if you look at my Spotify thing from last year, it's like all Latin stuff, and then it's like hip hop is number 5.
Dude, I believe you. Like you're not on. This isn't an interrogation to know like how Latin you are. I believe it.
No,
I believe that you have Latin friends.
I do. It's just like when like a random person is like, you can't say that. Like it's not even like I'm saying anything like racist. It's just like a joke. And I don't know.
Yeah. We're gonna have you guys join us for our next segment, which is called Wigging Out. And like I said, you can do whatever you want on the Speakeasy Comedy Podcast. Just be yourself. And we're going to go back to the wig selection here and pick the wig that really describes how we're feeling in our bodies right now and the character we want to be. So come on, Joel. Let's go on back behind the couch here. We also put on wigs.
And pretend we're not ourselves. Living our best life in our minds.
What are...
So...
Yeah. It's me.
This wig is, I'm going to call it Stella.
Stella. Love it.
And
I usually do Perla when I wear that. So Perla, Stella, they could be sisters, sure.
And I feel like I'm a woman in my 60s. I dye my hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I go into the salon to get my hair dyed every couple weeks, I guess.
Every few weeks, yeah, and you do that for you. It's a nice outing. It's a nice trip.
Because, I mean, if I don't dye it, it's just gray.
Mm-hmm. White.
Yeah.
It's almost blue. That's why they call them blue hairs.
Mm-hmm.
Their hair is so fucking...
Yeah, and I don't know.
So
I enjoy driving my topless Chrysler Sebring.
Just a boat, eh?
Kind of. And I like going to Sukhumi Lake.
Sukhumi?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice. What do you do there?
I just go there and read a book.
Just a nice book. And just curl up with one of those blankets that it's been crocheted, so it's got all the holes in it. And just like a nice book.
Not at the lake.
No?
No. Just at home.
Oh, okay.
And I'm single.
You single, ready to mingle? I like how you got your arm out. You're just like, yeah, I'm fucking...
I do.
Okay, does Stella have like a voice? What would her voice sound like?
My voice is. This is my voice. I also smoke.
Yeah, she's a smoker.
Yeah, I have early onset emphysema.
Early onset.
I don't know if that's a thing.
It is now.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Stella, how many years did the doctor give you?
20.
20 years to live.
At least.
Wow, it seems like even though this is early onset emphysema, it's good that they found it early because you still have so many more years left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got lots of vitamin D.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I can tell your skin it's gotten leathery with age and sunspot.
Yeah.
You got lots of sunspots.
Yeah, that's true.
The liver spots from the smoking.
Yeah. What about you? What's your name?
My name is Dallas.
Are you a man?
What are you trying to say? No, I just I've got a really deep voice. But my name's Dallas, and I drive trucks.
You drive trucks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and
How
sometimes.
old are you, Dallas?
You know, like I'm about 5'7", between 5'7" and 6'8".
No. How old are you?
I mean, when you're on a long haul, and you're on the road, time is relative, you know? Just like Carl Sagan would always say. I'm really into astronomy. Yeah, when you're on the road and you're doing those long hauls, sometimes I pick people up. Sometimes I pick them up. Sometimes you meet people, you're going to have a good time. Sometimes people just want to, you know, all they want to do is drink and do needles and, like, not talk about God.
Do
and
needles?
I'm not into that life anymore.
Is that what people call it, doing needles?
Doing needles. Get back into frame.
I'm sorry.
Stella, get back into frame, okay? Yeah, you know, my name's Dallas. I'm from Texas.
Texas.
And I do long haul trucking. And I'm a man. Yeah, you're asking me if I'm a man. I am.
Okay.
And sometimes you just pick up hitchhikers and they just all they want to do is do needles, you know? And I'm not about that life, not anymore. I've cleaned up my act. So
Do you like the Flying J?
it's probably like in my top 5 for sure. I also like Husky.
Husky. There's no husky in
Mobile.
There's Husky's only in Canada.
You know, sometimes when you're just on the road, countries are relative, you know? It's like Carl Sagan always says. So that was our segment called Wigging Out, you guys. And, like, sometimes it's just fun to just make up a character and just, like, yeah, and just see where it takes you. It's crazy. Come on.
Your character was Texan.
He's from Texas. His name was Dallas. He had a really deep voice. And there's just no explanation why his...
I actually met a guy named Dallas.
Yeah, did you?
I have a question. Why are some city names appropriate for people names, but others aren't?
Like Cochrane.
Yeah.
Can't name your kid Lethbridge, you know?
Yeah, like, or Calgary. Or Toronto. Like, nobody would name their kids these things. But Dallas is okay somehow. Or Denver.
Yeah, I don't know why.
If Denver ever watches this, just know you need a new name.
Yeah. Change it. If I was to have a daughter now, I think I would just name her Tarah.
Yeah.
So I could call her Junior. Yeah.
So my son's actually named Joel.
So you call him Junior?
No.
You can, though.
I could.
And you'd be Senior.
I guess. We just don't do the whole junior and senior thing.
It's only if you like it. I like it. I would love to call him, hey, Junior!
Like, when he was a baby, we called him Baby Joel.
Yeah, cute.
And then, like, now it's kind of like Lil Joel. Some people call him LJ.
LJ, cute.
Most of the time it's just Joel.
LJ is kind of like Junior. That's cute. It's like a nickname.
And it was my wife that wanted to name him that. because like that's like a Latin thing. It's like you usually name your first boy after the father.
Yeah, cool.
And so like it wasn't really something that I wanted to do. Like it wasn't like my suggestion, but then I was like, hey, like it was kind of like an honor. But he does not like his name. It's too confusing for him because my wife will call both of us Joel, and then it's.
How old is he now?
He's 7.
Okay, so it's not like he's like, who am I?
Yeah, no.
He's not really super confused.
Yeah, and he like last year he wanted to change his name to Jack. He wanted people to call him Jack. And I was like,
did you say yes?
No, I was like, that's
okay,
a stupid name.
Yeah, don't say yes to kids changing their names.
Well, like he didn't want to like change it like permanently. He just wanted that to be like his nickname, and I was like, Jack's a stupid name. But it was kind of more like that I was hurt that he didn't want to be called Joel anymore.
Okay, because I was like, you just like totally just like slam. Jack's a stupid name, you idiot.
I didn't say it's a stupid name.
Son
I was
of
like,
mine.
just think like there's a lot of like negative things that go along with Jack, like
Jack Nicholson,
jack off,
carjacking.
Yeah. So I mean, like the only good ones like getting jacked, but
a jackal. Jackal's like a crazy rodent animal.
Yeah.
Too many negatives.
So I don't know, like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, what?
Change it. Just change it.
Change it, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hurt that he didn't want to be Joel anymore, and I was like, you know what? Like, you're still gonna be Joel. And then he was. Anyway, he's still not like 100%, but I don't know. I guess I should probably just let him call himself whatever he wants. I'm a bad dad.
That's nice. Don't do anything legal because kids go through
No,
phases.
like we
right?
wouldn't change his because like he has a different middle name than me too, so like we could call him that, but I don't know.
Yeah, just let him go through his phase.
Yeah,
he'll grow out of it. He'll want to be Joel. He'll want to be you.
Maybe.
He's gonna want to be you so bad. You're his dad.
This one girl that he likes, and he will never talk to her. I'm like coaching him like on the way to school. I'm like, just say like hi to her. How are you doing? I like your hair. Like whatever. Just say something. And he refuses to talk to her. And I don't know.
So sweet. It's so nervous.
Sorry?
So sweet and nervous. Just like so adorable.
Like he won't. Like I've been there where she has been like, oh, like bye Joel, and then he's just like he doesn't even know what to do, and I see like myself in him. Like that's how I used to be, and like.
But how well did your situation work out? You know,
it worked out. A lot of it had to do with like me going on a mission, and like having to be out there talking to people all the time. But I don't know. Like even now, like I don't have. I had like a lot of confidence for a little bit, but then I kind of like went back into my shell after I got married because it's not necessary for me to be an
What about your comedy? For those of you out there who don't know, Joel is one of the top headlining comedies in Calgary right now.
No.
On my show, he is. Yeah, you're one of the only comedians in Calgary doing comedy right now. So, you know, that takes a lot of confidence and courage too. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, and I'm also trying to compliment you, is things have worked out with you so far. And I think that it's normal for parents to worry about their kids, but also know, like, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
actually gonna be better than your shit. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I hope it's better than
He's gonna be better than you. He's your son. He's younger. He's probably like way more handsome.
He's such a handsome kid. All my kids are super like, and it's not just me saying that. Like all my kids are like.
Well, your wife's a smoke show too. Like,
yeah.
I've seen her.
I think that my wife is like, she gets better like.
Better looking.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's
that Latin blood.
What?
That Latin blood.
Oh.
It's like a fine wine.
Yeah, no, like
better
it's funny because like there's pictures of her when she like left Venezuela, and she was 16, and her like.
She looks better than her 16-year-old self.
Oh, 100%.
She got that wagon on her.
Yeah.
Nice.
I call it like she's got like a shelf butt. Like it's like you could.
Oh, you could rest.
Yeah,
things
like
on
I could put this on there.
Yes. Awesome. I want that. I've been working on it because I'm half Italian, but I don't know if Italians are known for our cabooses.
I don't know.
So I know we're known for our like passion and pasta and pizza, you know, the 3 P's of being Italian. But not sure if we're known for our nether rear region always being so bad. I mean, my sister's got a bit of a caboose, but she's also Portuguese.
Yeah, so. Like my wife, it's not that big. Like if you look at her from behind, it's not like.
Yeah.
But
like J-Lo, it's not bubble butt, but it's like shelf.
Yeah, but it's a good shape, and she's probably not gonna be happy with me talking about it.
I think your wife will be fine with this content.
I don't know. She's
how hot she is.
Yeah, she's banging.
Yeah.
And like even like when she was pregnant and stuff, like she still looked really good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And yeah, I'm like. Yeah.
You like still think your wife is so hot. That's so good. It just gives me a warm feeling. Okay, that is the Holy Spirit right there. I still want to fuck my wife. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like if she'd let me.
She doesn't let.
No. I mean, sorry. I should. If
That's
she'd
so
let
great.
me multiple times a day, every day.
That's so great.
We actually had this conversation a couple of days ago. She was like, I don't even think you could handle like 2 times a day every day. I was like, do you want to try that out? And then she immediately retracted that, and I was a little bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean it is what it is. Like we're not newlyweds anymore, so.
You got kids, you know. Kids aren't gonna let you be banging all over the house without watching you on accident.
Yeah, like we.
Walking in.
We have to take precautions if they're awake. So.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
You know, you just telling me about this, it makes me want to be married someday.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's you know, it has its ups and downs, but if you're with the right person, then
it works. It's so cool. Speaking of marriage, do you think maybe we could go on Tinder? We can try and find me a match.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Let's do it.
Tinder with Tarah.
Tara's Tinder.
Tara's Tinder with Tarah.
Let's find her a match.
Yeah. Okay. So how, like, I know you got like the swipe left and swipe. Okay. What are we doing, Kenny?
Okay, Kenny is 27. Okay.
Kenny looks like the type of guy that you were describing earlier. That
he looks like
running.
Dallas. So
if I were friends with Kenny, I would have a word with him about his Tinder profile.
Okay, so, and I love this. Okay, I love this. So what I'm thinking when I first see Kenny's face, I'm just like, alcoholic. Okay. He's just got a little, like, he looks like he drinks. He just does. He's got a little bit of alcoholic face. He's got some miles on him. All right, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe he's sober now. He looks like he's wearing a reflector jacket. I would immediately swipe left on this guy because he looks like he smokes cigarettes and drinks.
Is left, is that like...
Left is nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see. So see how it goes nope?
Oh, it literally says
see how it goes
nope.
Like? Okay, so, but I still want to see... I want to know more about Kenny since we're on him.
Yeah,
so we're just going to touch the side. Okay. I approve of like a shirts off from far away picture.
Okay.
If this was a shirts off close up.
Yeah, I mean like his arm, you know, his shoulders are pretty good.
Yep.
He's got some good triceps going.
He likes to, you know, do outdoorsy stuff. He's with a dog. The thing is, the person who probably took this picture, the girl he was seeing at the time.
Probably.
Okay. That's another.
It might not even be his dog.
It's a red flag. It's just like, okay, but let's be honest, your mom didn't take this picture. Okay. All right, he's out. He's having fun, maybe with the same dog. Okay, I'm seeing some consistency in Kenny's profile.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm a little bit interested. Let's find out some information on this guy. And all he's put
recommend Kenny to a friend.
You can, or you can report him.
Let's report him.
So he has nothing in his profile except for his other social media, like probably his Snapchat. So if you don't put anything in your profile, I am. I just realized his dog taking his dog is taking a shit in this photo. Okay. So now that I noticed that, usually I'd swipe left because
Swipe right.
he looks kind of like an alcoholic, and also he has no profile.
Can we message him?
If we match, yes. Okay, his dog's taking a shit. I'm gonna look at his other pictures. He dirt bikes. Is he off a jump or is he on like level land here?
He's jumping.
Okay. Also, this picture is like screenshot. It looks like he took a picture of his laptop.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Has he got a mullet there? Oh no, he doesn't.
It kind of looked like he did. If he had a mullet, I might be changing my mind about him. This also looks like it was screenshotted or taken a picture off of his laptop. Okay, same dog. Look, we're seeing some more consistency here. Okay, Kenny, with his dog, he likes to go hiking. Okay.
Oh, he snowboards.
Snowboarder. Too. Okay, so what do you think? Like Kenny, at first glance, I'm just like, you look like you got some miles on you.
Why
some
are you
bad
taking
habits.
a picture like in the work truck right after work or at work as your initial profile picture? Like, how is this the best picture for a first impression?
Because he's like, girls, I got a job. I work hard. I'm a breadwinner. I bring home the bacon. He's a cokehead. Okay, he probably does cocaine. Okay, so thank you very much, Kenny, for being like so genuine and for being funny. But
can we swipe right? Can we message him and just be like, yo, come on?
You think we should swipe right? You do it. Go for it.
All right.
Yeah. No, other way. No, you noped him.
Oh.
You. This is nope. You.
I swipe.
You
I guess that's left.
You know it's okay. You swipe
from
the right. It's fine. Okay.
Vinny. 45.
So
can we all just assume as a Tinder collective that no one is into mind games, head games, or any games that involve our brains?
Okay. So at first glance, he's a dog lover. He's 45.
What's the blue check mark?
It means that he's been verified, so he's a real person. He's been recently active. Also, though, I'm gonna swipe left on him right away because I don't like his lack of I don't know. Does he have face? He has like, don't take a picture that is missing half of your face.
He's an electrician, though.
Second of all, he's holding a fish. Fishy hands. I don't want your fishy hands near my face. Swipe left. Okay, Nathan.
Come on, Nathan.
So Nathan is 40.
Okay.
What I already don't like about this picture is it's fuzzy, which means that he didn't wipe the camera screen before he took it, which means his greasy face or fingers was all over the camera screen, so he's got a dirty phone. Makes me think he's dirty. Makes me think he has bad hygiene. What do you think?
I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I also don't... I'm not a fan of the mirror selfie.
Mirror selfie in the bathroom?
It's
red flag.
It's so... I don't think he's in a bathroom, but the mirror selfie is just like...
Just looking at the camera.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
Like, your front-facing camera is good enough that you can take... Even if you flip it around, you don't have to do it in a mirror.
And yeah, I don't have to...
And he's looking at... He's not looking at the camera in the mirror.
He's looking at himself. So he's a narcissist. Okay, so immediately are we swiping left?
Yeah.
This is a bad picture.
Get out.
It's a bad picture. Oh my gosh, did you see that blue little sparkle that happened?
Okay.
The blue sparkle means this guy super liked me. See what happens when I go up? He's been recently active. He's a dog lover. That's fine. Okay, but he super liked me. I'm going to give him a second chance. I'm going to look at his profile a bit. If you can't figure out why you're still here, swipe right. I'll tell you. Over 40, shorten the list of demands and take a lot less selfies. It's a young person's sport. By 40, hopefully you figured out the camera takes pictures of other things. Cringeworthy selfies, girls. Okay, so now he's trying to like teach girls a lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, he's been burned. Leave that out of your profile. Never bring bitterness to your profile. It only makes it taste bad. So, also, but he's right though. Also about the guy with the fucking phone in the mirror, right? We hated that.
Yeah.
Adding your goddamn Instagram here looking for followers, as shallow and attention seeking as it gets. Okay, this guy is being too negative.
No, but read the last thing that he wrote.
Last point. If you're here, that means you struggle in real life to meet someone. You aren't special.
What's his name?
His name is Jeff with a J. Jeff, change it.
What has he got in his hand?
He's holding the side of the chair.
No, come on, Jeff.
Okay. He's also got a Paw Patrol, so maybe he's hanging out with kids. Maybe he has nieces and nephews. Maybe he has kids. Birthday. Maybe he's a registered sex offender. We don't know yet. He has smoked many cigarettes and beers in his life.
What is this?
This is him with his shirt off at the beach 10 years ago, but he's putting this That's the thing. Don't put old pictures of yourself into your profile. I want to see pictures of you in the last 6 months. No later than that. No older than that, rather.
Okay, so he dies.
Scuba guy. He is by a turbine. He is in a kitchen. He had surgery. I don't like when people put their surgery pics or like, look what happened to me pics.
That's weird. I don't know why they would do that on
It's
Tinder.
like a pity, like, please pity me move.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff, get it together.
How do you do like a super nope?
You can't. I wish you could. But when you go down, it just,
Yeah, Jeff sucks.
Yeah, Jeff sucks. So we're just going to go nope. Adam. This guy looks like he is Eastern European already.
With a name like Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My name is Adam.
I don't know.
I'm from Czech Republic. Already, yeah, just wear the slacks, the tie from far away, the very square shoulders.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
So if you're, like, is height an issue with you when it comes to dating guys?
Have you ever seen this movement before? Like, if a guy is tall, this is his wiener, but if he's short, this is his wiener?
No, I've never seen that.
So my Japanese roommate taught me that, and can I just say, it's true. It's true. And if they're, like, medium, then they got, like, medium dick. So, like, they're, no. Ring finger is more like middle? Ring finger is more medium? You understand the analogy.
I understand the analogy.
Tall guys have,
I'm trying to calculate where I'm at in that, so I don't know.
We'll never know, really. Only you and your wife will ever know.
Yeah.
Okay, so he works all over. He's 5'10", travels. He's a homeowner. He plays golf, loves the outdoors, BC summers, Costco.
Why are you putting Costco?
Because he wants you to know that he's got a Costco card.
Who doesn't?
I don't have one. I'll be honest, I would like it. If the guy I was seeing had one,
if
so
you're
we could
single
go on.
and you live downtown, I guess I can see it. But
He's trying to demonstrate that he can afford bulk items.
he can afford the $60 a year
Yeah.
for the membership.
He can afford to go to BC. He's an outdoorsy guy. He can afford to play golf. This is very much like a I have money profile. Oil and gas.
I don't even
Work all over. I travel.
Are you
I'm wearing a
interested
tie.
in him? I would just nope him already.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. We're wasting time. Okay. This guy, I already know that our children would look too much like him, and I don't want that. This
what
guy.
about Toby?
Toby looks like his weight fluctuates a lot.
You think so? Let's look at his other pictures.
Okay.
How do you...
That's his only picture.
Okay, come on, Toby.
That's his...
Come on,
And
Toby.
Zero information. Just Toby, 26. I'm right close to your house. I have nothing else to say. Sorry, Toby.
You had a
No
shot,
thanks.
Toby.
CeeLo, you look like the guy who sings Nothing Crazy. No, not Gnarls Barkley, but the other
That's
guy.
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green.
He's in Gnarls Barkley.
Oh, shit. Okay. H.
No. Okay, looking
Yo.
for a friend with benefit, belong from Europe.
So
I mean,
this guy is from, he's Eastern European.
that's how I would have turned out if I hadn't married my wife.
You think so?
I'd be 39 looking
You'd just
for
be Jay,
looking for a friend
period?
with benefit. Yeah, I'd just be Jay.
Okay, I need to pee really quick, so can you just look through a couple and make commentary?
Yeah, give him the like. It's a match.
Oh my god! Wait, don't do anything yet!
Okay. I don't know why Michael is doing like the soccer pose with his dog.
Let's see.
You know, like when soccer teams do like team photos and they're posing like that?
Yeah.
He's doing that with his dog. So, Michael, these are like his best pictures. That's him on the left.
Mm-hmm.
This was his profile picture,
Mhm.
so you couldn't even tell which one it is. But, he's showing you that there's just foliage behind him.
Yeah.
Like, literally no view.
No view.
This
Here's
one
a view.
actually has a view.
Okay.
He's there. He's originally from Costa Rica.
Okay, Costa Rica, they like their coffee.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
He likes
Aviators.
likes to follow women at night,
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
and and he's got a really nice double chin.
Okay.
So
Not the healthiest guy. Usually
he's
I like it-
43.
Okay, so I'm glad that we matched.
Yeah,
Are
me too.
you gonna say something?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, why? Because his. How do I go to his thing? I just exited
You have to
it.
message something first.
Okay. So this is how his name is spelled, like Maiko.
Michael. Okay.
So, like the Michael in Spanish is Miguel.
Miguel.
So, it's a very Latin thing
Uh-huh.
that they would just be like, oh, I like that name Michael, and then his parents just thought this is how to spell it. Like,
Michael.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, there's probably more Michaels out there like that, but I just want to be like, hey man, who taught your parents how to spell Michael?
Change it.
Yeah.
It's Miguel. Okay. You're trying to be like a gringo?
So can we say that?
Yeah, you can say that if you want. For sure. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not afraid of this.
Actually, what would you like to say to him? Like, does he have potential for you?
No.
No, not at all.
No, because he doesn't.
What about this picture?
His personal fitness.
The Unabomber?
Yeah, definitely the Unabomber got me.
Also-
What does his profile say? He seems like he has money, but
Yeah.
then sometimes guys who are older who have money, they're like, I'm active, I like being outdoors, because they don't actually like being active or doing, like, working out. Like, to me, being active, part of that is lifting weights.
Yeah.
And building your muscle tissue around your joints to improve longevity and have a longer life and have support around your joints. Doing hiking all the time will eventually kill you. Lifting weights and increasing your bone density will only lengthen your life. This guy, he's already entered like the fall of his life.
Yeah, suck it, Michael.
Yeah, I'm just getting into my summer.
So,
I like how you spelled your name. Do you think I should spell the word spelled wrong and put it spelt? Like spelled?
no.
Okay. Just like, it's a little bit inside, I know. I like how you spelled your name. Okay, so Evan.
I don't know.
Evan's, this is a poor quality picture, so I
It's
immediately
terrible.
go left. This
Oh,
one,
Joel.
Joel,
Give him a shot. His name's Joel.
super like. You're welcome.
Oh,
Okay?
no.
See, that's how much I appreciate you.
So he
Scott-
super liked you.
Scott super liked me because it's all blue.
Yeah. What does he do?
So his name's Scott. He's 45. He's never married, no kids, definitely open and ready for both, but not in any hurry. He's outdoorsy, active, generally introverted, not a big drinker, pretty clean eater, teeth flosser, no debt, sunrises over sunsets, Hawaii over Mexico, sushi, Thai, Indian, crepes, cinnamon buns, cookies. I can't believe I wasted my super like on Joel.
Oh, you only get one?
You only get one every 24 hours, unless you purchase gold.
Just like him.
Yeah, I'm gonna like him. I think he's great.
He seems like he's kind of got it together, other than the fact that he's still 45 and single.
Yeah.
Like,
He's also 400 kilometers away.
oh my goodness.
Maybe he's like.
Why is he that far away and super liking you?
Maybe he travels for work. Sometimes guys go back and forth to like up north, come
Oh,
back
yeah.
for 5 days on, 5 days off.
What
sort of
does he
thing.
do for work? Does it say?
Yeah, it doesn't say what he does.
I don't know. If you want to give him a shot, give him a shot.
I'm going to. I think he's great. Oh my god, match. Yay. So that was fun. So that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, that was Tarah's Tinder. That was the first segment of Tarah's Tinder. Try and find Tarah a match. Try
Yeah.
and find me a match. See, like, I know I sounded probably really superficial on a lot of my judgments of those Tinder guys, but that is what Tinder is for.
Yeah, well, as somebody that's never used Tinder, I feel like the guys that are on there, at least that are on your algorithm, are pretty bottom of the barrel. And you should probably get some higher standards.
You know, Joel, the only say that I have in what the algorithm sends me
Yeah.
is the age range. So I don't think it's...
What's their age range?
I put 26 to 45. Yeah. So that's just who's in Alberta. 26 is like old enough that he showers regularly, brushes his teeth regularly, has a job, but like still lacks a lot of self-awareness, so it's like easy to sort of like manipulate and control them. And then up to 45 they're fun. They're fun boys because you can just like They're fun. You know, young people are fun. You know what I mean? Up to 45 is just like, is more of like a daddy status. Like, I'm going to be the one he's the one who's in charge, sort of. So, how did you and your wife meet?
We met at a friend's house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so,
Tell me about that.
okay, well, me and my best friend at the time, we went over just to, like, this random's house, and we were there before he got there, and then he showed up there at the same time as my wife, and then when I met her, like, I introduced myself to her in Spanish, and...
What did you say?
I
Hola,
said,
señorita.
No, I said, like, hey, yo soy Joel, ¿cómo te llamas? Whatever, and then she's just like, she just stops, and then she's like, how do you say that in English? Because because Joel in Spanish is Joel, at least, like, in Mexico.
Joel.
But,
like Noel.
But
Winter.
in South America, it's Joel.
Mm.
And she's from Venezuela. And apparently she had never heard the name Joel. So then she's like, how do you say that in English? And I was like, it's Joel. And she was like, okay, Joel. So, like, right off the bat, I was just like, screw whoever, like, she thinks she is. Like, I didn't like her.
Yeah,
Right
a little
off
bit
the
of
bat.
attitude on
Yeah.
her.
And then we were all watching a movie, and her ride was just like, I gotta go. And then he just dipped. And she's like, what am I gonna do? And I was like, I guess I can drive you home. So then we talked a little bit, like, when I was driving her home, and she's like, I was like, well, what's your number? And she's like, oh, I don't have a cell phone. And this was 2009, or 2008, and I'm like,
Pretty believable.
I was like, who doesn't have a cell phone?
I didn't get a cell phone until probably 2009, actually.
But she was 25 at the time. Like, she had it was because she hadn't paid her bill.
Ah, okay, I see.
So
she was negligent.
Yeah,
Can't relate.
Yeah. So she gave me her house number, and I called her house like maybe like 3 or 4 times because she invited me to come and eat with her family, and she was never home. But we went to church together, so then I would see her at church occasionally, and then I asked her out, and we went to this dance, and it was like the worst. They had a live band, but it was all like guys in their 50s in the band.
Oh man.
And they played the worst music. So we left after like an hour and a half.
What genre?
It was like oldies.
Okay.
Like
so,
actual oldies.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Probably. I remember they played Brown Eyed Girl.
Okay. Well,
that
I mean,
was like the newest.
That's a classic.
Well, classic / oldies.
Yeah, okay. True. So there was no like, I never really knew that she could dance like this.
No,
like there was no
no.
Shakira.
No, good.
No.
Who are we kidding?
So you couldn't like shake your groove thing with her?
Nothing. And so we left after like an hour or so, and then we went back to my place, which was like I was living with my parents. So we went and watched Pirates of the Caribbean #3.
Ooh.
And we fell asleep watching it on separate couches.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then we woke up and it was like 2 a.m. and I drove her home, but then she was like, hey, like, we should go out again. So then we went out like a couple days after that.
What did you guys do?
We finished the movie.
It's a long movie. Oh, I guess you fell asleep.
Yeah,
right?
we fell asleep, and
Okay.
then we kissed a little bit. That was like our first kiss.
On the same couch, or were you still on separate couch?
Yeah. It was like this.
Yeah.
No, we were on the same couch, and
Whoa, just moving up, eh?
Yeah.
Things are moving so fast.
I was trying to be a gentleman, okay? I was worried about cancel, or what's it?
Me Too?
Yeah, I was worried about getting Me Too back then. Not really. I was just really shy.
Yeah. I mean, you being a registered sex offender and everything kind of makes it a little awkward. You have to like tell people before you start dating them.
Yeah, I'm not.
I just made that up. That's
registered
not
sex
true.
No, yeah, so...
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, so we kissed a little bit, and then
Yeah.
when I drove her home, she was like, so what are we? And I was like,
Oh my god.
I want to be friends with... I said to her, I was like, let's just be friends with benefits.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, I don't like any other girls right now, but I don't want to have a girlfriend. And she was like, well, I don't want to do this and not be in a relationship. So we didn't talk for like a month, and then she just showed up one day with this dessert that she made, and then she with a note, and the note said, "This is a gesture of friendship," and it's called the dessert's called a quesillo, which is like a Venezuelan flan, and I was just like, gesture of friendship. I was like, she wants it.
Castillo amigo.
Yeah. She said
she wants her gato.
She was like, "Este es un gesto de amistad," and I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not." So then I asked her out after a couple days, and
how come you wanted to just be friends with benefits with her? What were you going through at the time?
So I had just gotten home from my mission.
Right, and you're Mormon too, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're a Mormon asking this nice Venezuelan girl.
She's Mormon too.
You both are just sinners from what I've been reading.
I don't know what you've read.
Who am I kidding? I don't read. But, no, okay, sorry, I'm interrupting. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It just, yeah, so we started...
What were you going through at the time that you were just like, I don't want a relationship?
Well,
you
I had
just
just gotten back.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Like, I want to, like, date. Like,
you just finished giving
girls.
All of this. What was your mission like?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2 years. I went to it's called the Idaho-Boise mission. So it's like centered around Boise, Idaho. And I was there for 2 years, and that's where I learned Spanish. And yeah, so we were like, because it was a Spanish-speaking one, we were teaching Spanish-speaking people about the church.
Mm-hmm.
And
in the book.
Yeah, that's part of the church.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and like it was a really cool experience. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about life, and so yeah, after the 2 years, I wanted to not just have a girlfriend right away. And
were you dating someone while you were on the mission? Like,
no.
Did you meet someone you liked? No. Okay.
No, like you don't meet someone when you're out there. Like when you're a missionary, like you can't even like hug girls.
Is that just like a rule?
Yeah.
It's almost like...
It's a rule.
Is it like camp? Are you like a camp counselor sort of? Except
No.
it's for God?
No.
Are you guys going door to door?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, and you're like wearing a tie?
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
a nice
I was wearing
shirt?
okay.
Okay.
Like a shirt and tie, and
just
yeah,
spreading
sometimes.
the good word.
Yeah.
I really, you know what? I think that Mormons have been given a little bit of a bad name, honestly, in pop culture. Like, thank God for the Book of Mormon, like that great play. Yeah, that made by Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Yeah.
Like, because I really think that anyone who believes in like a religious, or a spirituality, like anyone who's following a higher power, really they just have so much love in their heart that they're just trying to share with other people.
Yeah.
And they're like, I've found a better way to live. And I just want that for you, whether it's like Catholic or Christian or Mormon or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about Scientology. I just don't know. It doesn't sound like the right one, but to each his own. Judaism, all that stuff is like, I've found like a reason and a meaning, and I just want to spread that to you and to others. And is that kind of what you felt like you were doing on your mission?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
like,
so cool.
It's not something that I was like born into. So my dad was raised Mormon, and then when he was like 16, he like left the church. He like moved out of their house and everything, and then eventually met my mom, and they got together and had me. But then when he was like 35, he just felt like something was missing in his life. So then he started going back to church and doing all that stuff. And I decided I would go with him, and I was like 11.
So you chose.
Yeah.
You chose it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then my mom, she was like super against it. And then one day she was just like, you know what? Like she noticed a change in both of us for the better. And she said like, if this is what is causing that change, it's something I want to have in my life. So then my mom decided to like start going to church, and yeah, so then we were basically from the time I was like 15 on, like my parents have always been like active in the church, and me too.
That's really cool. Was there any time during your mission when you had your tie and your nice shirt on, and you guys were going door to door and spreading the word, was there at any point that, because you must be meeting a lot of different types of people,
Yeah.
like people who are like, fuck you, and some people are like, sure, come in and have some tea, Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
But was there at any point where you're spreading the word where you were just like, is this right? Or should we be doing this? Should we be, like, did you ever feel like you were soliciting or bothering people?
No.
No.
No. Like, so I
always wonder that. I'm like, do these boys ever just are like,
I'm
why,
sure
why are
that-
we doing this? Let's
I'm
go
sure
get some
that-
pussy. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
That's
sure
so
there
gross.
are quite a few that are in that situation, but like I was really sure of myself and my beliefs before I left. I didn't think we'd be talking about all of this stuff on your podcast, but
We don't even have to use any of this if you don't want to. But it's interesting to get to know you.
So, like, I decided that I would really like try to find out if it was true. So then I went and like prayed and I asked God like what the deal is, and I said like if it's not true, then like tell me and I will not do it. Like I don't want to waste my time. But if it is true, like, I really want to know. And if it is true, then I'll go on a mission and I'll do all this stuff. Like I'll live my life the way that I'm being taught. And then I felt I got an answer, and it was like just this warmth that came inside of me, and it just like expanded to my whole body, and I just
sexual.
I had uncontrollable tears, and it was just
I'm so sorry.
no, then like I knew like it was something that I couldn't deny, and I've just had so many experiences in my life where I can't deny it.
Yeah.
Like there's people will like say stuff about the church's history or just like how some things don't make sense about like the teachings of the church, and like I don't have all the answers, but there have just been so many things that have happened that I cannot deny.
Well, it also sounds like you sort of take what you want to and you leave. Like I know that you don't drink, you don't do drugs. Like that's probably a teaching that is probably really great. Like that's probably something following that is actually like lengthening your life and making you a healthier person and a better person. Not getting into those experiences. But then there's also some things that I've heard that are negative about the church, and I'm not sure if this is the Mormonism that teaches this, but something about blood transfusions and how you're not supposed to do those or something.
So I think that's Jehovah's Witnesses.
Is that Jehovah's? Okay, see.
So that people get Jehovah's Witnesses and our church mixed up a lot. Just I think it's because like both of us knock on doors.
Okay,
so yeah, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm not like 100% sure like what all of their beliefs are, but yeah, one of them is like blood transfusions. They don't celebrate any holidays.
Don't stand for the national anthem or something, which I don't really.
There's like something about like windows, like they don't have windows in their churches.
Okay.
That might not even be true. I don't know. It's just like a rumor that I've heard.
Yeah.
So,
do you think Colin Kaepernick is a Jehovah's Witness? Kaepernick? That's a stupid joke because he kneels for the national.
Oh.
That's a stupid joke.
I think Colin Kaepernick just looks like Squidward though, like with that nose.
I don't actually know what he looks like. I've only seen like the meme a couple times.
Is there a meme of him and Squidward?
It's just a meme of him kneeling during the national anthem and people being like, outrage!
Yeah.
Just going back to it, I want to relate to what you were saying about how I need a sign, and then you were given this sign, this warmth, this like unquestioning.
Like I don't know. It's so hard to describe. Like I say, it's a warmth, but it was like so much more than that.
Yeah.
Like it was just something that overcame my whole body.
That's so cool.
And I just felt pure happiness.
Yeah.
Like I imagine it was like being high. I don't know. Like I've never been high.
High on life.
So
high on the Holy Spirit.
And like I've had multiple experiences like that, but that was basically like the first one that really like solidified my beliefs and my desire to choose that path in my life.
So I relate to this. Sometimes I'll just be given little, like there will be a feather. There will be feathers just in my path. And if the feather looks good, then I know like, oh, I can either like pick it up and like enjoy it. But I found one on my way the other day.
So you're talking about literal feathers.
Literal feathers that'll be laid down in my path. And if the feather looks shitty, then I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be longboarding to my ex-boyfriend's house right now. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be whatever I'm about to do. It's usually not the right thing to be doing.
Okay.
And so, or it's a warning to just like, take your headphones out, keep your wits about you. And so those I almost feel like I don't deserve. I'm just like, what did I do to deserve these little signals and signs? Because sometimes when they would happen, the experience I would have directly after that was so profoundly related to the feather of like, this is the right direction or this is the wrong direction. And so, you know how the rule of threes, right?
Sure.
The rule of threes. When first time something happens, it's like, what? Second time, it's like kind of strange. Third time, it's like, what's going on? There's a pattern forming here. So I don't know if that's how the rule of threes goes. I forget the actual, like, first time it happens, it's like...
I'm not well versed in the rule of threes either,
Yeah.
so...
Well, I mean, I can tell that by watching your comedy. No, I'm just kidding, Joel! Come on, soft slam.
That's true.
You set me up for that.
My comedy is not great.
Are you kidding me? You didn't have any material at my last show and you ranted for 15 minutes and it was the best set I've ever seen you do, so...
I disagree.
You yelled at my roommate, she's drinking tea, and you're like, are you fucking recording this? And she's like, what's she like she's drinking tea.
I don't know why, but it just looked like she was recording me.
Like holding it, yeah.
She was holding her
mug. It was funny. She thought you were so funny.
Sure.
So, anyways, yeah, church, fascinating. We talked about that for half an hour. It's great. How do you think your comedy has, like your flavor, your style, the thing that you bring to the mic, how do you think that that's evolved since the first day that I met you at Broken City to today? Because you're very different on stage from what I've seen you like in my show. Very like night and day compared to seeing you at Broken City.
I don't know. I haven't really been writing, so it's like the comedy that like goes on in my mind before like I actually like write a joke is just like rants, and like I don't know if it's funny or not. And like a lot of the stuff that I want to write jokes about is like darker things. Like I did the workshop the other night.
How'd that go? Yeah, Scott Porteous' show.
Yeah, well, it went okay like for the topic they gave me, but then I did like a bunch of like darker material for like the 5 minutes of stuff that I could choose.
Yeah.
And the moderator of the thing was offended. But I guess to answer your question about like how my comedy is, I wrote a new joke yesterday.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Are we privileged enough on the Speakeasy Comedy Podcast to hear
sure.
what your new joke is, Joel?
Sure. Let me see if actually I need to see what the joke is because I wrote it and then I didn't look at it since. All right, yeah, sure.
Coming back to him now.
Sure. No, yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
Have you ever farted next to someone and then they start checking themselves like the smell is coming from them? Like there's a chance that it was them that farted. It's like when you're all like together and like somebody's phone starts ringing and everybody starts checking their phone.
Okay, yeah.
But it's that same thing but with farts.
Yeah.
That usually happens like when a group of us all go to KFC and then afterwards, everybody's farting.
Is that me? Did I shit myself?
You know what? This was a lot funnier when I wrote it down.
I did just eat fried chicken, and we know how that stuff, it just goes right through you. That's a great joke. I like it. It's relatable. No, it's super relatable.
Also, #StopAsianHate. They make the best pizza in the city, so we should give them the respect they deserve.
Fuck yeah.
Like, has it been hard for you this past year as far as writing goes? Sorry, I should be in the...
The only reason writing has been hard for me this past year is because I'm not a homework person. I got tons to talk about. Love to hear my own voice, Joel. I think you know that about me by now. Mm-hmm. It's just I leave everything to the last minute. So when it's crunch time and it's the week of Speakeasy, yeah, I'll like make myself sit down, but I'll just be like, who's on Tinder? Who's on Instagram? I will do everything except my homework. Everything. And I'll literally have the book in front of me and I'll just like not do it until the day of.
Yeah.
Always. So that's my only thing, but I got tons to talk
what is your joke writing process? Like, I know that you do a lot of like personal experiences. Do you like sit down and like write it out, like the whole joke, or do you just kind of have like a bullet point and then you just tell it on stage and go from there?
I used to go through it like an entire script and write everything out word for word, just in case I got lost, and I could always look back at my notes, right?
Yeah.
Now, since I've become more practiced at that, how to set up like preface and then punchline,
Yeah.
or premise and punchline, now I just do bullet points, and then I write down the premises more. Not the full premise, but the many premises.
Right.
And then the tags and the punchlines are sort of towards the end. And then once I sort of have the structure of that memorized, what that looks like, okay, I gotta say 1, 2, 3, offshoot, 1, 2, 3, punch. Once I have the structure like pictured in my mind, then I just write, when I write my set list, it's just one word.
Sorry, I was just thinking about that terrible joke I just told.
Is that good? It's that good.
Yeah.
That's a good question, though. Thanks for asking.
Well,
but thank you. But I mean, you kind of glazed over and were thinking about yourself while I was getting.
No, it was just because I thought about like the farting and
what?
checking yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Was it me?
Yeah, checking how would you check yourself? How does it go? Like, you smell your own ass? Is it because you've kind of farted a little bit too? Like, you let some out?
Right now?
No, like when the reason why you check yourself is because you've also been letting them out. Oh, okay. That's what this joke is missing, I think. Is like, you've also been letting out farts, but it was so bad that you're like, oh man, that can't have been me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, was it? I have been letting farts out. That's what this needs. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was listening to what you said though, like about the bullet points, and then you have the. Like you have
like how you study for a test.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm so new to it. Like, I really have like 5 months of actual experience of like getting up on stage consistently.
5 months and 1 year now since you've been like performing monthly at my show. Since you're one of the only active comedians in Calgary right now, I really do think that there's a lot more in store for you, pal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think we should end it there, actually.
We should probably end this.
Yeah. It's been almost 2 hours. We're coming after you, Joe Rogan. Yeah. Okay? Next time I'm going to have better lighting and better camera quality.
You should be like Joe Rogan when he wants to finish the podcast. He goes, we've done 3 hours. Yeah. And they go, oh, time flies.
Yeah.
Oh, it felt like we were in here for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, awesome. Well, you need to plug anything? Okay.
Yeah, well, do you need to plug anything, actually? Where can we see you this month?
Maybe
on this
Speakeasy.
Podcast. Yeah, we'll see you on this podcast. So yeah, I'll be doing this podcast every Thursday. I'll have new guests every Thursday. I think we have Mr. Ryan Butterfield next week.
Oh.
And
you know, can you ask him like what his deal is? Like why he's gotta like come after me and say I have a small head? Like I understand my head is kind of small for my body.
I think your head is proportional.
My head. Well, it might. I think it is somewhat proportional to my body, but my people's hats don't fit me.
Right.
But Ryan said that at Speakeasy one time, and then he put it on TikTok, and he didn't even make it so that I could like stitch it or do a duet. So I kind of feel like that's a slight against me.
Yeah, and you guys might have a feud going now. The Speakeasy feud.
Yeah, like.
He spoke too easily about the size of your head, and now
like you haven't played football for a minute, Ryan. So, watch out.
Well, on that note,
and you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram, Real Joel Timms, and TikTok is just Joel Timms.
Joel Timms. Yeah.
With 2 M's.
Thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's so nice to get to know you more. Yeah. And to find out about Mormonism. We covered so many topics. We wigged out. Helped me find love.
Yeah. I hope it works out with Michael.
Me too. Michael, if you want to support live stand-up comedy and podcasts like this, and you think that maybe I should, pay Mr. Joel Timms for his time, then why don't you donate to Pay the Comedians at GoFundMe? The link is in my bio of my Facebook page and my Instagram page and also on YouTube. All right. Well, peace out, and we'll have some music that kind of like comes in right now and takes us out like. No, that's jargon. But yeah. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and maybe I can start paying these guys and start my own entertainment company and.
You don't have to pay me. It's okay.
Yeah, eventually I will. Okay, this is a cult. You're under the umbrella now.
Nice.
So, Top Shelf Comedy presents the Speakeasy Comedy Podcast, a Clancy Pants Entertainment production. Peace out. We'll see you next time.
You're gonna get demonetized for this fucking intro.
Yeah.